A very good afternoon to all of you. First of all, I would like to thank NASSCOM for inviting me here and to be a part of all of you here, that I have been given an opportunity to speak. We have CXOs of various companies, technocrats, IT leaders, IT partners here. And I feel very happy because I've taken over this new assignment very recently. I'm just 2 weeks old in this department. So I'm very happy to be a part of all of you here. Now, when I heard that I would be addressing many CXOs, so initially the word X in CXO, I found it to be very intriguing, because where X is such a beautiful thing where we can replace X with E, so we have a CEO, we replace it with I, we have a CIO, but this X is very interesting also because X also represents something which is unknown, an uncharted territory. So once upon a time, West Bengal was seen as something which is X, unknown territory, as far as investment is concerned, as far as building industry is concerned. But I am here today to talk about a West Bengal which is no longer X in any sense of term. I myself am a BTech in Electronics and Communication from REC Calicut, which is now NIT Calicut, and I was placed in campus in TCS, and that was way back in 1999. Now, from being placed in TCS way back in 1999 and to where I am right now here as IT Secretary of the State of West Bengal, the journey was obviously not a very smooth journey. There must have been roses and thorns together. Just like the IT industry as a whole, not just in Bengal, but all over the country and probably all over the world, all through the same period, if you see, has gone through its ups and downs. There was this IT bubble that crashed around 2000. There was the entire markets which crashed around 2008. And then we had COVID in 2019, which actually changed the very way we work, the very way we deal with things. But the IT industry is resilient. It stays, it adapts. And so is the state of West Bengal, which has adapted itself and is constantly reinventing itself to make our state a more attractable destination for IT industry. To begin with, if I talk about briefly on the socio-economic ecosystem of West Bengal, we already have more than 2,800 IT and ITES companies already in Bengal. It's employed more than 2 lakh professionals. We have a very talented, English proficient workforce here. We have an IIT, we have an IIM, we have ISI, we have very good universities like Presidency University, Jadavpur University, total 47 universities in the state. We churn out 12,000 postgraduates every year. Every year. In West Bengal, the operating costs of any industry not just IT, any industry, are 15 to 25% on an average lower than any other metro. So this is the basic socio-economic ecosystem which, from the IT perspective, there were many policy changes that came over the years, starting off with the state IT policy in 2018, which provided the mother framework for the other things to follow. We had the data center policy of 2021 with strong incentives, hub for hyperscale, MSMEs and startups. In 2023, we have the cable landing policy of the government of West Bengal, which provides 100% exemption on registration and stamp duties, reduced electricity duties and labor cess waivers. We partnered with Reliance, and a landing station is coming up at Digha very soon, which is going to give a 10,000 crore rupees digital infra boost to the state. You all must have heard of Webel, which is our parent company, government company, which promotes IT. The company is as old as 1974. Now this company has helped set up 22 IT parks, and it's not just in Kolkata. That ranges from places like Durgapur, Asansol, Siliguri, Haldia, Kharagpur, to name a few. We have our own robust state data center, our SOC and NOC. The recent feather in the cap for the Bengal IT landscape has been the Bengal Silicon Valley project. All of you must have heard about it, but I must speak about it. It's a 250-acre land in Newtown, where we already, not only major IT giants, but also mid-sized companies have already invested 5,000 crore rupees investment has already flown in, and more than 50,000 jobs have been created. There is enough space there still, and it's heartening for me to see that a lot of IT companies are showing interest here. In fact, global foundries outside Bangalore have set their only other R&D testing place in Kolkata. We have our hardware park, electronics hardware park in Sonarpur, where we invite players from the semiconductor and electronics industry. And India's largest automated fulfillment center by Flipkart. It is India's largest automated fulfillment center. Now that has come up at a place called Haringhata, which is very close to Kolkata. Now from our IT department, we have been always looking forward to partnering with all of you. We have created our centers of excellence. We have a center of excellence on cyber security. We have a center of excellence on AI. We have a center of excellence on cyber physical systems. And they have already started drafting policies and evolving models in partnership with many of you. In fact, if I look up at the startup ecosystem, I must mention the name of NASSCOM itself, because we partnered with NASSCOM. We provided them a 4,000 square feet space right in my office floor, and from where we incubated through this partnership. In fact, if I have to quote the figures, it is more than 350 startups have been set up with 250 crore funding and 36,000 jobs created. Many of the startups, whose names are like Sibia, Twill, Store, Data Sutram, all have originated from here. We are also looking forward to extending the partnership with NASSCOM for a further period from here. Now, I would also like to say that governments at one point of time did not automate itself in a way all over in adapting to new technologies at one point of time. But now, every department, name the department, it's finance, health, urban development, any department, every department has entered into a public-private partnership in some way or the other in developing portals, apps, as well as systems for the convenience of the people and for their own smooth functioning. So be it the Shilpo Sathi, which is the government of West Bengal's ease of doing business model, be it the IFMS or IHMS or optics, all these were developed in partnership with some private company who helped us develop it. So it's not that it's something new, but government has always been working departments with you on an individual level. Now, I was talking about the Center of Excellence just now. Now, I'm proud to tell you that our Center of Excellence on Cyber Security has won multiple national awards, be it the DSCI Excellence Award, the Digital Transformation Award, the 20th CIG E-Governance Award, ASSOCHAM Futuristic Technologies Award, and there is a long list going on. I would not like to continue with that, but the purpose of this is to tell you that this Center of Excellence, we would like to develop it further, invite suggestions from private players here who deal with cyber security and such issues. Very recently, Yatri Sathi, which we developed in West Bengal for the transport department, now that is being adopted that model is being adopted in various states of the country and has recently been awarded by the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, Government of India. Our Subhida Vehicle Facilitation won the 26th National E-Governance Gold Award, as well as the SIPS Innovation Award at Hyderabad. Why am I telling you all this? Is that unless I tell you what we have done or what we are willing to provide, you would not be able to appreciate how we can partner with each other in the coming days. Now let me tell you a couple of things that are in the pipeline and that may be of interest to all of you here. First, we are right now working on drafting the first AI policy of the state. We already have developed many AI models which are helping in streamlining many governmental functions. So this is one area where we would like and cooperate with the private sector, with all of you. Your views are important for us. Second, we are committed to provide universal broadband in every village of Bengal. Currently 600 villages remain, and we are pretty sure we are going to complete that task with BharatNet very soon. Something of interest is what we developed at Siliguri. Now we have a data center at Siliguri which is comprised of all GPUs with very high computational capacity. In fact, there are 40 NVIDIA H100 and 18 L40. So as you well understand, NVIDIA H100 have very, very high computational capacity. We believe that the private sector, the IT players, can utilize our infrastructure, and we are working on the modalities as to how we can go about it. And finally, this topic of discussion today is about intelligence, and I was just talking with NASSCOM, Mr. Srikant, and we were saying as to how quickly technologies are changing, systems are changing, and how every one of us now actually have to work in a symbiotic mode to actually cooperate with each other and build partnerships in the long run. It's not about people waiting for the government to give you something. Similarly, it's not that government believes in working in isolation. No. There must be a win-win situation where together we build systems that are actually going to be sustainable in the long run, which will evolve in the long run, and at the same time ensure that it is done in a responsible way. Because in the era of emerging technologies, it is very important that certain concerns, ethical concerns, be taken into consideration when we talk about emerging technologies. I once again thank NASSCOM for inviting me here. I wish the success of today's conference here. And let me tell you again that we in West Bengal is ready. So please build with us, scale with us, and lead with us. This is what we want from all of you. So again, coming back to what I was talking about, X. So Bengal, even if Bengal is X, that X is not an unknown, uncharted territory, but that X is today limitless possibilities. Thank you.